I started matching people's energy even when it made things awkward. It started after my therapist said I was a people pleaser. She told me I absorbed everyone else's attitude while ignoring my own. She said I needed to stop being a doormat, so I made a rule. Whatever energy someone gave me, I'd give it right back. The first test came at work. My coworker Nolan had been passive-aggressive for months. Little comments about my projects, eye rolls during meetings, backhanded compliments that made everyone uncomfortable. Monday morning, he walked past my desk and said, "Nice presentation last week. Really brave of you to wing it like that." Old me would have laughed nervously. New me looked him dead in the eyes. "Thanks. Your reports have been brave too. Must be hard submitting them with all those errors." His face went red. He didn't talk to me for 3 days. It felt amazing. Then I tried it with my sister. She'd always been the type to cancel plans last minute. She'd text, "Sorry, can't make it," while I was already at the restaurant waiting. No explanation, no reschedule. So when she asked me to help her move apartments, I agreed. The morning of the move, I texted her at 8 a.m. "Sorry, can't make it." She called immediately. "Are you serious? The movers are here. I need you." Something came up. What came up? Just something. I hung up. She showed up at my apartment 2 hours later, furious, crying, demanding to know what was wrong with me. I told her exactly what I'd been doing, matching energy. She didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. Then she called and apologized for every time she'd flaked, said she never realized how it felt. That's when I knew this was working. My mom was next. She had this habit of comparing me to my older brother. Brian got promoted. Brian bought a house. Brian's wife is pregnant. Every conversation somehow circled back to Brian's perfect life. Thanksgiving dinner, she started again. "Brian just closed on that vacation property. Isn't that wonderful?" I nodded. "It is." "Hey mom, did you know Aunt Linda's son just made partner at his law firm? And he's younger than Brian." Her fork stopped halfway to her mouth. "Why would you bring that up?" "Just making conversation, like you always do." The table went silent. My dad coughed. Brian stared at his plate. My mom's eyes got watery, and she excused herself to the kitchen. My brother followed me outside after dinner. "What the hell was that?" "I'm matching energy now. You made mom cry on Thanksgiving. She's made me feel small for 30 years. One dinner won't kill her." Brian didn't have a response. He just walked back inside. Christmas was different though. Mom didn't mention Brian once. She asked about my job, my apartment, my life. It was the first real conversation we'd had in years. But the real test came with my girlfriend Megan. She had this thing where she'd go silent when she was upset, wouldn't tell me what was wrong, just cold shoulders and one-word answers for days until I begged her to talk. Last month, she started the silent treatment after I forgot to text her back for a few hours. I decided to match it. She didn't text. I didn't text. 1 day passed, then 2, then a week. On day 8, she showed up at my door. "Are you breaking up with me?" "I don't know. Are you breaking up with me? I was waiting for you to apologize." "For what?" "For ignoring me." I laughed. Not meanly, just honestly. "Megan, you've been ignoring me for a week because I didn't respond to a text for 3 hours. I just gave you what you gave me." She stood there processing. Then she started crying, not angry crying, the kind where something finally clicks. She sat on my couch for 2 hours telling me she learned silent treatment from her parents, that she never realized how cruel it felt from the other side, that she wanted to change but didn't know how. We talked more that night than we had in 6 months of dating. My therapist asked me last week if matching energy was working. I told her the truth. It destroyed some relationships. It saved others. But the ones that survived are real now. People don't like mirrors. They don't like seeing their own behavior reflected back at them. But sometimes that's the only way they'll ever see it. My mom calls me weekly now. My sister shows up when she says she will. Megan uses words instead of silence. And Nolan from work? He requested a transfer to a different department. Some people change when they see themselves clearly. Others just leave. Either way, I stopped being a doormat.